Konnichiwa everybody, it's Ward and it's time for more Avatar. I am a bit hyped for this episode because one of my patrons, Nina, told me that this is a super hype episode. So, let's watch it. The Avatar and the Fire Lord, that does sound exciting already, doesn't it? Are they gonna have a meeting? Alright, the solstice again. Gets to meet him. Oh, they're both gonna learn it. Mm-hmm. Have you checked inside of the volcanoes? Or whatever? That sounds pretty epic. Was he actually assassinated? Why did he lose the hair? I guess that's how he really sees himself. That's how he appeared, maybe. A hidden message. Oh, damn. Pretty epic opening mechanism. Cool statue. Is it Osai? Oh, Roku. Never mind. Osai is a bit younger, huh? Oh, damn. Uh-huh. I mean, he seemed like a nice enough guy. Or was it because of love that he became angry and waged a war on his best friend? How did they figure it out anyways? Oh yeah, does he wear it now? It's a nice gift. Is that what it looks like? Well, yeah, he does have it. Roku looks... Oh, Gyatso. Gyatso. He looks a bit older than Aang was when they found out that he was the Avatar. I guess he just maybe grew a bit faster. A new move. Uh-huh. Damn. Roku had a bit more time on his hands, huh? To practice his bending. Compared to Aang. Damn. That's a powerful ass wave, yo. Aang is just following his footsteps. Beat you to it, huh? That's the intro music. Oh, was it that Earth guy that appears in the intro? Because Roku's there, right? So what happened to Susan? Did he just turn to dick? Maybe not. I don't know, something's gonna happen. Aww. Alright. Yeah, the ladies love that. Isn't it nice enough? The state of the world? I wanted to take over the world just like that. Isn't it good enough? I mean, didn't sound that evil. But if you take it, by force, it is, of course. Just uniting the whole world. But not in a peaceful way, huh? I guess there's no special event that caused him to become like that. That's cowardly, attacking somebody while their back is turned. I could have killed him right there, maybe. But he spared him, surely. Yeah. Damn. That threat, yo. But it didn't stop. Was it peace? Oh, that's when the comet. He didn't. He laid back, but then the comet came and he took advantage of it. Ish. Guess the volcano is just erupting. They didn't have any children? I guess he just waited. I mean, he seemed sad that he was, you know, taking a volcano blast to the face. Even though he didn't hesitate to attack him earlier. Oh, people got away. You should have just ran at that point, maybe. Roku. He's got skills, yeah. And a dragon. Lava is not enough. Oh wait, that's the guy that they're flying on. I forgot. Pretty epic. He actually wanted to help him. What? Oh yeah, he's redirecting it like the lightning. Yeah. It's that pose. Really risking his spot, huh? Oh, now you're gonna change your mind again? Why did you even come over here? Wow. He was down with him. I mean, it shouldn't really change Zuko's mind. Right? Is it that different from what they told everybody? It wasn't very secret, was it? I was expecting a bit more. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Huh. What? Balance, huh? Will that really look good on Suko? Oh, it did. Hold the hands, huh? Well, I mean, that was an entertaining episode, but not that much of a reaction worthy one, in my opinion, right? I mean, I was entertained. I'm not sure if you, the viewer of my reaction, was as entertained, right? Suko, it was a bigger revelation to him, I guess. But it was fun to see the past. But I thought for sure there would be a, better reason for Susan to change, but we never really got one. So I guess that is a little bit disappointing, right? Not that big of a revelation of secrets, really. In my opinion. Oh well. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, right? Konnichiwa again, everybody. I don't typically do this, but I did watch some reactions of this right after I finished recording it, because I was like, do people really get that excited over this episode? And they kind of do, I guess. So I guess I could spare the time to talk a tiny bit more about it, right? Because I feel maybe I didn't, right? Anyways, I mean, it is a very good episode. I mean, it's a very heavy lore drop. Those episodes don't typically get me too talkative. But yeah, I did in fact get that, that was the big reveal with Suko, even though my reaction to it wasn't that expressive, right? But it kind of makes sense, I guess, for Suko to be so hung up about doing what is right when he is part his heritage. When Roku is one of his great grandfathers. And it's funny, they say the friendships, how they can transcend the time, lifetimes, and that, what was it, Roku and Sosin used to be friends, but then they became enemies. In the same way, in Suko and Aang, their descendants, so to speak. I mean, Aang is Roku in a sense, or I mean, he's the reincarnation or whatever. He is Roku in that sense. So if they become friends, and Aang suggested it, way back, and I'm sure it will happen, right? Zuko's gotta join the good guys. I still believe it. But not only that, it also made me think that it actually might have a happy conclusion. Well, I mean, of course, it's going to have a happy ending. It's freaking a kid show, right? And it has like a sequel series, so I was going to say a peaceful resolution to the war with the Fire Lord. Somehow, could he change his ways? Even Usai, that is. Usai Suzin. Usai. Right. Because we have only seen him in a sort of bad light. Very dominating, kind of wanting that power kind of guy, right? Or maybe, like, in the end, Iroh will become the Fire Lord. Or Zuko, I guess. Iroh was just about to become the Fire Lord earlier, of course. And he hasn't really become that much older. It's only been like 4 years or whatever, right? 5 years? I forget when his son died, but that's just about when he gave up the throne or whatever. What was that again? I gotta go back and look. But anyway, it's not only that. Oh, by the way, that guy is totally the guy in the intro. I called that the Earthbender that trains Roku. But we also get to see just how powerful Roku was. Right, and that is fun. And also when he's battling Sozin, and when he's fighting the volcano, of course, volcanoes. I mean, he should have just called it the day after the first volcano, I feel like. Didn't everybody escape by that point-ish? They were like pretty close to the shore, and Roku and people, Roku and his people, were the ones that lived the closest to the center of the volcano, weren't they? But yeah, it was pretty epic how he blows, blows the roof. What's it called? Racing the roof? Races the roof, yeah. Nothing but rubble left. But yeah, also I saw a comment in one of the reactions. I didn't read too much. This is my own opinion, But when they're playing around in the beginning, what was it? Yeah, that's a bit of foreshadowing when he catches him and then hesitates, but then lets him go. And then later on, the same thing happens with the volcano, where Roku is about to take a tumble, and then he lets him go, essentially, to the lava. What could have been if he just saved him? And but yeah, I'm just a bit disappointed that it didn't really show anything of, when Roku, started the war. I mean, I thought that would be like a bigger event, ish, but it sort of kind of just happened, right? That 100-year war. I mean, he attacks the fire or the air temple. I guess it became known that there was an air avatar, right? What does it say again? I knew. How do you know that? People, they barely knew how Roku was an avatar. Right? So how could they figure it out? Oh well. And yeah, he spent all of his time searching for Aang. I mean, did he really have to spend that much time searching? If he wasn't around and causing havoc? Do you really need to find him out for like 20 years, whatever, however life? Like, he looked pretty old already, didn't he? 10 years maybe. But yeah, like I said, he didn't have to spend much effort trying to find Aang, in my opinion, right? Yeah. Let's see, was there anything else that I might have just glossed over? Nope. But yeah, this is the guy in the intro. I forget what they called him. Sul? Sul, was it? Something like that. And I also read that he was the original design for Toph. Toph was supposed to be that guy-ish. Just a younger version, I suppose. He didn't look that exciting today. Unique, I don't know. And also, yeah, this friendship with Gyatso. I would say his name wrong. Also transcending lifetimes. Right, he's not just talking about Roku and Sozin. Right. Alright, well, I think I'm done now ranting. I hope you are satisfied after watching this video. But I mean, like I said, it was a really good episode, right? The writing is really good, and I do love flashbacks, considering Lost is just about my favorite series ever. Even though I can, acknowledge that it has its weak points, especially the last season, but it is the king of flashbacks, right? And it does have some very lore-heavy episodes. Although those tend to not be my favorite, actually. The lore-heavy episode. Actually, this episode reminded me of Game of Thrones, with some of the reveals. Just mainly this reveal. And I guess also the people mentioned in the reactions, I think because of 2 or 3, and on the very top of the comments, they were mentioning Zuko in this scene being shown behind the bars. He's trapped, or he feels trapped and confused, while Iroh, whenever they show Iroh, it seems like he's the one that's not in jail. Because he's a bit more enlightened. But did he really have to wait until now to tell him this? And did he really have to show him a scroll? What's the point of showing him that scroll, really? I guess to see that they were friends. I guess that is one takeaway from Zuko. Seeing that story, right? It is possible to change your ways. No, that can't be it. They were friends, and they wore this royal headpiece. So go on and, instead of being enemies, become friends. Do the reverse. Just undo this whole shebang. Something like that, huh? Oh well. I don't know, I just don't get Iroh's timing. Right, and who was the one that delivered the message? I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, alright. Alright, now I'm done. Alright, I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace.